What is there to be said of where the dragons
We'll
went?
do the Red Pool next time.
Just as much as any other tale. And more if you're a romantic. The answer is simple. A cardboard box, spray-painted silver. On its side, 3 words were written in black permanent marker. Here be dragons. What do we know of its history? Well, it began with a family of creatives, one so imaginative and passionate that they could bend our reality with their thoughts. The wonders of their imagination came spilling into the world, gracing it with whimsy and light. With this ability, they crafted a room in their home, one filled with magic. This exquisite place had no rival in all the world. Its walls were of the purest white marble, covered in etchings of fantastic creatures. Its ceiling stretched so high, it appeared to have no ceiling at all, instead being blanketed by dainty clouds overhead. But this magical room was more than just visual splendor. It was also a portal. And this was the place from which the dragons emerged. Their full glory was so grand that it
Oh my god, the animation! Okay, I see y'all!
Tall and strong, and their eyes were so full
That
of
transition was
wisdom
clean!
that anyone caught in their gaze was paralyzed by wonder. We haven't seen the other side of this portal, but if the dragons are to be believed, it is filled with all sorts of natural wonders and fantastic creatures, from towering, enigmatic bumpkles to the conniving, gem-thieving Zargarths. For years, this family of creatives kept the room in pristine condition, not only for their sake, but for the dragons as well. They spoke often, growing to understand and love each other. Over the years, they became inseparable friends and allies. Their beautiful friendship is still remembered by the dragons today, or so we believe. It is unknown why the family was unable to maintain the room, but once they stopped, it began to shrink. When it was discovered, the room had become the small silver cardboard box, and it sat in a sterile, white-walled room in a facility, a room within a room. On occasion, the dragons still emerged from the box, but just as the room had faded from its full glory, so too had the dragons. In their own reality, they still appeared as beautiful and strong as ever. But in our reality, the belief in their fantasy world had faded so much that their bodies could no longer be sustained. Instead, they appeared as paper dragons, flying about as shadows of their former selves.
Damn.
Though they didn't inspire as much awe as they once had, it was still a wonder to see hundreds of paper dragons flutter and circle the room when they emerged. They could still observe us, too, just as we observed them. They sent notes for us to read, updating us how their world had changed since the family left the room.
You have found us. Thank you. It has been so long since we last saw each other, friends. The peace has been upheld. The giants and behemoths have kept their word and have not caused any trouble since you last came and gave the order. We missed your company. How has your family been? Do you still know how to work your room? You are welcome to visit anytime. It's strange to see how much your world has changed. It is even stranger to see how we now appear in this place. In fantasy, we are much bigger. Or maybe you've grown taller. Fantasy is still the same. We hope you can visit us like you used to. Though our room is as grand as ever, it appears yours has shrunken. We do not understand. The rooms were supposed to be maintained, as was our agreement. Please restore the belief.
These notes came with each appearance of the paper dragons, telling tales of how the fantasy world had fallen since the departure of the family. It appeared that they were very involved in the working of the fantasy world, though in their absence, the order that they created was disintegrating, like the box that connected the two worlds. The notes grew bleaker over time. The isolation of the box in the facility was detrimental, keeping it away from the imaginative energy it needed to exist. Surrounded by cold, sterile walls and fluorescent lights, it was cut off from the rest of the world. The next note came with the appearance of only 20 dragons.
Friends, we apologize for our few numbers. We have had to remain in fantasy for quite some time. The others are growing impatient. We are trying to keep the peace, but please, for all of our happiness, repair the room quickly. We know you are trying. Your family is the most imaginative of us all.
Their faith in us was heartbreaking. They called us friends, and we called them SCPs. We had lost sight of the imagination they thrived on that sustained their magic. The next appearance of the dragons was accompanied by 3 balls of crumpled yellow paper, which shook and rolled around on the floor before laying still, appearing to die.
The giants were foolish. Your room was not ready to accept them yet. We're sorry, friends. We hope that we can still see you, but time is growing short for our happiness.
What fragile peace existed in their world seemed to be deteriorating, with frustrated parties like the giants trying to come and speak with us directly. Their bodies, the crumpled pieces of paper, were picked up by the paper dragons and carried back into the box when they departed. Their reverence and respect was lost on us. Their visits became shorter and more tension-filled, and their numbers dwindled further. The next note was delivered by 5 dragons, who departed immediately after placing it on the sterile facility floor.
Tensions are rising. Fantasy is becoming darker. We, the serpents and the hybrids, are furiously trying to hold them back, but the giants and elves wish to strike and make an entrance. They say that your family has grown stupid and ignorant. We hope this untrue. It would sadden us all greatly to know you have forgotten.
They had been optimistic about our inaction until this point, but it seemed that they were losing a battle and could no longer afford to hold out hope. A few of us wondered what tragedies were happening on the other side. Surely the immense, shimmering beasts were holding the unfriendly forces at bay. And if they couldn't, what would come through the box then? Living paper giants? Real flesh and blood giants? The threat was assessed to be minimal, though there was nothing we could do, even if we wanted to intervene in their struggle. Soon after the last note, a single red dragon crawled from the box, its wings torn, and its body noticeably crumpled. Shortly after emerging, it collapsed on the floor and did not move again.
War. Goodbye, friends.
A couple hours later, the box flew open and a white-hot fire burst from within, rising high above the box's rim. The heat was so intense that the glass of the observation window began to melt, and the walls blistered and burned, and the ceiling charred. This blazing fire seemed to continue for hours. Then suddenly, several dozen crumpled paper balls and torn shreds were thrown out of the box. They fell to the floor, unmoving. Then all at once, the box went still. It was empty, as it always had been. Over the next few weeks, the box periodically opened with its fiery fury. More paper bodies would appear each time, though their numbers steadily decreased. We had no way of knowing when the box would close for the last time, but it did, and it remained still for months afterwards. In its silent, still state, one researcher looked inside and discovered a note.
Are you still out there, friends? We miss you dearly. Fantasy is no longer safe. Our haven, your beautiful creation, is gone. The giants are dead. The centaurs are dead. The birds have fled. We are going to bury your room. We cannot risk hurting you. This is our goodbye. Maybe one day your family can build another room. This may be a hollow hope, but we will cherish this thought.
The final note from the dragons came sometime after. The box had returned to its original state, but with one key difference. The side now read, "Here were dragons."
Master says that we won't see you again. We are sad. So are the remaining others. You once filled each other's heads with dreams and goals. It is so sad that we cannot share them any longer. Master says we have to go. He says that he will make us a new fantasy. He says you cannot be a part of it. We are sad. We love you. We will not forget you. We are scared. Will you forget us?
I know everybody waiting for me to say something, but shit, bro. I wish I was one of those people that was able to I wish I was almost like a really big crybaby, because then I would be able to cry right now, and it would feel so good. As weird as that sounds, I can make myself fake cry, but it don't feel as authentic. But it's like, fuck. Only thing I'm curious about is what happened. What happened to the family? What happened to them? Where'd they go?
White-walled room. Beautiful friendship is still remembered by the dragons today, or so we believe. It is this family of creatives kept the room in pristine condition, not only for their sake, but for the dragons as well. They spoke often, growing to understand and love each other. Over the years, they became inseparable friends and allies. Their beautiful friendship is still remembered by the dragons today, or so we believe.
What is SCP-1000? Stop making me go down a rabbit hole, god damn it. Y'all keep saying SCP-1000. Oh my god! Yo! That's crazy! That's crazy! It didn't click in my mind! It didn't click in my mind! Holy shit! Yo! Yo, that shit's about to bring a tear to my fucking eyes, bro. That's fucking crazy. That's crazy, yo. Yo, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. We are not worthy, bro. We are not worthy. Yes, I remember SCP-1000 got slaughtered by the human race. Bro, I know. Bro, this stream is legendary, bro. This is going down as the most epic. Bro, this is the best stream, bro. This is going down as one of the best streams ever, bro. Are you serious? Bro, if you was here since the beginning, oh my god. My mind is blown, bro. Bro, in the green screen tweaking. My mind is blown, bro. The human race is not worthy. We are not worthy, bro. Bro, if you wasn't here since the beginning, bro, you missed it, bro. This was a stream, bro. This was a stream. This stream was absolutely wild, bro.